I started my social work training in 2009, and before that I worked in the care sector in different jobs. But when I met a social worker, I just knew that that's what I wanted to do.
I've been working in recruitment, recruiting social workers and nurses, and I'd got sick of the sales element of that. And someone I knew as a social worker offered me the opportunity to come and work as a resource officer in East Sussex. That was 2002. I was going to be for 6 weeks, and here we are 15 years later, qualified social worker, senior practitioner. I've never come into the same day twice. You never know what's going to be thrown up. The team I work with is a duty and assessment team now, so we're responding to things that come in on that day and sometimes need a fairly immediate and urgent response. I can honestly say, in all the time I've been here, there's never been a day I've woken up and not wanted to come to work. There have been days when I've thought it's going to be really difficult and challenging, but there's never been a day I've not wanted to come to work, and I think that's pretty impressive in 15 years.
I'm a social worker in the mental health specialist accommodation team. We work with people that are in supported accommodation or residential care. In order to empower someone, I think it's about being able to equip them with the right information, because a lot of people go into specialist accommodation or supported accommodation thinking that's it, they'll never be able to have their own flat or never be able to live by themselves or with friends. So we do a lot of work with people to look at what opportunities there are for them to actually be more independent.
I think the thing that's always struck me with East Sussex is there's been very much an emphasis on working with people. I think social work had a tendency years ago to do to people, whereas now it's very much working with them in terms of identifying the things that they want to achieve and to sort of identify their outcomes and what they want to make better for their lives.
In terms of career progression and training opportunities, there are so many opportunities. I think what I really enjoy about working for East Sussex, particularly in the team that I work in, is that there's that encouragement from my managers to actually make use of those opportunities, and they're really supportive.
It is a really lovely location to work in. I mean, I'm more office-based now than I was, but I used to get out and about quite a lot to visit people in the community, and I just used to enjoy travelling around, so that's a real bonus. And you do get to go out. It's not a job where you're chained to your desk or sat in front of a computer a lot of the time, and I think that's really key actually. The benefits of getting out, meeting people and hearing those stories, I never got tired of that, to be honest. The scope's there for ongoing development. It's something that sort of the management team and the sort of senior staff are very keen for people to sort of act on and to continue to develop. I mean, ultimately it all enables us to continue to provide people in East Sussex with a better service.